One of the things that I'm most excited about in terms of my role here at Garrett'sSpace is ensuring that the young adult population that we serve is immensely filled with hope. I want them to feel the same amount of hope that I felt as I looked into Garrett'sSpace, as I began to work with this team as well.
We lost our son Garrett to suicide 6 years ago when he was 23 years old. When Garrett was struggling, Julie and I didn't know where to turn for help. We needed to show Garrett that he wasn't alone in his struggles, and so we needed to basically take him out of his situation and put him in an environment with others where he could connect with other young adults who were going through similar challenges and see that he wasn't alone.
We're not trying to look at individuals based on a diagnosis. We really want to make sure that we see them as a human being, we see them as a student, as a child, as a young adult.
I was immediately taken with the fact that the whole person was being considered. That is not very common when we talk about mental health.
Late adolescence is such a critical time period for so many people. They can often feel lost and helpless and unsure who to reach out to.
I think the focus on holistic wellness is really important. When people are turning 18, they're pretty much thrown from child and adolescent all the way to adult, which has no separation of age. And Garrett'sSpace really focusing on that young adult period is essential for these young adults to be surrounded by people that have similar life experiences or in a similar point of their journey.
We've had a couple of participants who have aged out, so we have started an alumni program. Some people only come for a couple months and some might come for a year or longer. The average right now is 6.5 months.
National surveys show that about half of young adults are struggling with depression or anxiety, and anywhere from 15 to 25% of them are contemplating taking their own life.
What Garrett'sSpace offers is something that we do not have in the community. All these ancillary services.
Things like journaling, yoga, music, meditation, dance, art.
We also offer mindfulness and breath work and sometimes some stretching and other kinds of movement. The biggest feedback that we get is just really powerful gratitude. People saying, thank you for allowing me to be part of this. Just really, really deep gratitude for feeling seen and heard.
We've interviewed over a dozen residential facilities across the country and taken away their best practices. And we have a great team of facilitators who are inspired by what we're doing and who are drawn to helping young adults.
As facilitators, we come prepared with some activities that promote skill building, that offer tools that they can take away and use in their lives.
One of the activities that we utilize sometimes is a word cloud. We did a prompt that was, what words come to mind when you think of Garrett'sSpace? And just came out with the most beautiful words all about hope and connection and love. Once the residential center is built, our intention is to support 15 to 20 residentially at any given time.
The property is 76 acres of just beautiful wooded areas. It's got a pond, it's got a creek, and there's an existing Frank Lloyd Wright inspired house right in the middle of this beautiful nature.
We envision this to be the beginning of our campus, our wellness campus. We'll be constructing a residential center and a creativity studio which will house a lot of the holistic activities. We want our young adults to walk in and feel like they can exhale.
We believe that we'll have the project completed by the middle part of 2026.
The residential center, I think, will really change the landscape of mental health services in this area. I can only imagine the exponential growth of this impact moving forward. Young adults feel like they're just living a young adult life with added support. It doesn't feel like they're in a clinical or hospital environment. Really, there are no words to say how perfect I think the location is and how excited I am to be there and see Garrett'sSpace really make its mark on this community.
Thank you for attending the Go4Garrett'sSpace fundraiser, whether virtually or here with us in person. Building this desperately needed center is expensive, and we need your help to make it a reality. We appreciate you considering making a donation so we can give the young adults the hope they need to continue living the beautiful lives they were meant to live. One of our fondest memories was of our children singing together at the piano. Music was such a healing force, and still is, in our family. We thought it would be appropriate to close with this clip of Garrett singing with his sister Allie and her friend Sonia, both of whom are performing at our fundraiser tonight. Music is one of the many activities we'll have at our center. You can certainly see its power here.